U-GeekTV.
Welcome back to the second episode of the Unapologetic Opinion. I'm your host, Jarius, Unapologetic Geek, and I am joined by my esteemed colleague, Hoodie C, my brother. We back.
What's happening, man?
So, first episode dropped, some good reception on that. And here we are back again, man. And today we are going to, I'm going to because he hadn't been able to see it, and I kind of sprung this on him. But I'm going to interview One of Them Days. It's a new movie with SZA and Keke Palmer, or maybe Keke Palmer and SZA. No disrespect to Keke Palmer or SZA. We're going to talk about some Black Panther news that's a little bit disheartening. The Fantastic Four first steps, that trailer dropped. Buffy the Vampire Slayer might be coming back. We're going to recap the Grammys. And in our off-topic section, we're going to talk a little basketball and a little bit of wrestling. You want to go? You definitely going to want to stick around for that. But first things first, man. One of Them Days drops maybe 2 weeks ago now. And I just got around to seeing the film myself. My daughter wanted to go. She made a whole big deal out of it, which was cool. My wife also wanted to go because not only is she she likes SZA, she's a fan of Keke Palmer. She's a big fan of Issa Rae. And Issa Rae produced this movie, and that was all she needed to see. Basically, the premise is this is essentially Friday, but starring Black women instead. It's just a self-contained one-day story. They have a situation where their rent is extremely late and they're about to get kicked out unless they get the money by 6 o'clock. And they go on a quest to get this money in. Keke Palmer's character is up for an interview for basically to become like a franchise manager at the restaurant she works at. She has a lot of goals and ambitions. Ambitions. I don't know why I said ambitious. Anyways, and then SZA is kind of the free-spirited, chill character who you're not sure what it is that she wants to do with her life or anything like that. And it's really, long story short, it's a good story of friendship, to be honest, man. About the ebbs and flows of friendship and how it appears that you may be outgrowing somebody, but in the end, it's just that you all have to come to an understanding. And it's also about friends seeing more than what their friend sees in themselves and kind of bringing that out. The comedy, surprisingly good. Like I really didn't expect a whole lot from this, but Cat Williams, he plays this character called Lucky. Cat he's a consummate professional. He is always going to show up. And he's always going to do his job, man. I love Cat Williams. SZA surprised me. Got some good acting chops. She brought some depth to that character. Keke Palmer is one of the most underrated, bankable Black movie stars I've ever seen. And I mean, this is from essentially the beginning of time during our childhoods up until now. Like, she is certified reliable in every way. She brought it. And there are a bunch of other characters or actors rather that I'm not going to necessarily give away here, but it's a good time. The direction was good. The script was good. The jokes mostly landed. Honestly, I would watch this movie again. Now, am I saying it's a classic along the lines of Friday? No, not a lot of movies are going to be that. But it stands very well on its own, and I really enjoyed it, and I guess I'm ready to render a verdict. One of Them Days for me gets an unapologetically legit rating. That is a 4 out of 5. I truly enjoyed it. Whenever it comes out or on VOD or streaming services or whatever, highly recommend you see it, man. If you want to check it out in theaters, go see it there as well. But it was a good time, really.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. Look like my camera might have froze. I don't know what's going on there, but I mean, I'm I'm a fan of both as well. Like you said, I mean, you know, Keke Palmer, she back in the gap, man. Keela and the B, man. So yeah, I've been rocking with her for a minute. SZA is, you know, I mean, we ain't got to go no further than that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I seen a couple of interviews, bro, and you know, Issa Rae and Keke gave her flowers and
Yeah,
let her
she's
know that
good, man.
she's talented for sure. So
Yeah.
looking forward to
And
seeing it.
the thing about SZA that popped out to me, and this is the best comp that I have for her as far as her personality, but she's not as silly. She reminds me a lot of Erica Badu. She has that mystique that not a lot of people in this age of social media has. And she has this
Okay.
mystique about her that, I kind of dig, man. Like that, she just got that vibe. Like, she's a woman that is real relaxed, real chill, ain't gonna cause too many problems, gonna stay out the way, but still do her own thing. So yeah,
I got
she brought it. She did a great job in this, and she had a lot of the laugh out loud moments belong to her. So it was really dope.
Most definitely, man. I can't wait to see it.
For sure, for sure. All right, so we're gonna move on. That was the only review we had today. We got plenty more to come though, because it's about to get busy. Anyways, so on the news side of things, Nate Moore, who is one of the executive producers with Marvel Studios, has come out and said that a recent rumor saying that T'Challa would be recast for the upcoming, what is that, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars movies, that he would be recast, and going forward, the T'Challa that we would get in that movie would be our T'Challa going forward. And so Namor has debunked that rumor. And honestly, I'm kind of sick of this shit. I think this is where I'm going to start it. On Twitter, and shout out to E-Man Movie Reviews. He's the one who came up with the recast T'Challa hashtag. It is taking off online on Twitter specifically, and a lot of people spend a lot of time talking about recasting T'Challa. I have always been on the recast T'Challa train. I do not believe that a character should die when their actor dies. And I appreciate what Chadwick Boseman did in that role, but making him bigger than T'Challa itself, to me, was a massive mistake. Before we really get into this, I kind of want to trace the history of this a little bit. And so, first of all, Chadwick Boseman said that he wanted, before we knew he was sick or anything, that he wanted this character to be bigger than him. His family also is okay with T'Challa being recast. It appears that the only people that had an issue with this are Nate Moore and Ryan Coogler. And the way Kevin Feige talks about it is he essentially left it up to them to do what they wanted to do. And they decided the best thing to do was to stay inside of their emotions and kill off a very important character that's not only important to people who just saw the movies, but they're important to the Black culture. What my first issue is that Disney and Marvel Studios have almost treated T'Challa like taboo at this point. In X-Men 97, in the original X-Men cartoon, T'Challa was definitely the Black Panther. In X-Men 97, they chose to run with T'Challa in a very important scene. Right. That was crazy. Then in What If, they kind of used him off and on, but it really wasn't anything notable outside of the one time Chadwick Boseman actually voiced T'Challa in a What If in which T'Challa becomes Star-Lord. And then there is this show called Eyes of Wakanda. They're gonna use like prior Black Panthers, and it's about some Wakandans going through time. You don't have a Black Panther show. Meanwhile, Spider-Man has come out with what may be his 10th or 11th show recently on the same. And so is X-Men, they've had plenty of shows too. And then I think his name is William Hurt, who played Thunderbolt Ross originally, passed away, and Thunderbolt Ross appears to be the main villain in the new Captain America movie, played by Harrison Ford.
Thanks.
I'm not that big into conspiracy theories. Like, you have to really show me a conspiracy theory and some good evidence for me to jump on that train. It really looks like Disney doesn't want T'Challa on screen for some reason. I don't know if it's within the subtext of, like having a racial hero or a strong black hero, male hero on TV, if that's the issue, because we don't have these same problems with like Shuri and Ironheart is getting a TV show. Miss Marvel is a person of color. She has a TV show and is in the Marvels. I don't know what it is, and it's very strange how they're treating their character. And it's crazy because this is $1 billion franchise. Like, T'Challa was a strong part, if not the part, as to why he's the Black Panther. I know it's a mantle that's passed around. He is the Black Panther, period. The next movie made $850 million, which was a step back. But if you look at it, I tried watching Wakanda Forever again because it really triggers me. But if you look at it, you can instantly see where that movie would have been much better as a T'Challa movie. But I've always said, I'm going to let you go with this. What I've always said is you had a built-in excuse to not have T'Challa in the Wakanda Forever with the snap. As a writer, use a snap to your advantage, buy yourself some time before you have to recast them again. You can still have the funeral scenes. You can still have all of that stuff without actually killing your most important character. But they chose not to do that, and it looks like they're still hard up on not bringing him back. And then Black Panther 3 has been announced. Denzel Washington is in it. And I just don't understand what they're doing here. With that being said, man, and I know I've gone for some time now, what are your thoughts on this whole thing?
Man, you killed it, bro. I mean, I'm gonna just try to like magnify the things that you said. And I mean, at first, I was kind of on the train with it, right? I was like, that's Chadwick, dog. Like, Chadwick has been one of my favorite actors for a while, man. And like,
great
when
actor.
he passed, man, I was like, bro, all right, cool. I respect the fact that y'all kind of hanging up his character, man. But like you said, the more I thought about it, like, everybody who has played or have been synonymous with a single character like that have all kind of been along the lines of recast the character, bro. Like you said, the image of what said character and or superhero stands for is a much bigger message to the kids looking up to this guy, more so than the actor. Like, by the time my sons grow up, they ain't gonna know who Chadwick was, but they can always recognize Black Panther.
Exactly.
So the fact that T'Challa, is gone, and like you said, I was digging deep into the recast rumors, dog. Like, I was looking at all the potential people they had and all that stuff, and then like you said, Nate Moore coming out being like, and it was even kind of weird how he said it. Like, it was like some political shit the way he said it.
Right.
He was like, yeah, man, don't believe all those rumors. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen, but don't believe the rumors. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, if you're not gonna rewrite them, just don't do it, bro. Like, don't beat around the bush with that anything can happen shit, because now you're giving people hope.
Right.
And now you just gonna snatch that shit away because you don't want to do it. So
and Marvel has a built-in excuse now with the whole Secret Wars, the impending Secret Wars storyline, the multiverse.
Facts.
And you're literally bringing back Robert Downey Jr. as a different character. You can do it. You can do
Exactly.
it. And I really don't want them to push Toussaint as the variant Black Panther. Because who the fuck I'm gonna say it. We don't give a fuck about that kid, man. We don't care about that kid. We don't care about the bastard son of T'Challa and the kid. We don't give a fuck about him. And I'm gonna tell you what I think I would be able to let this go if I did not witness two white men do an excellent job with introducing their character in Civil War. I might be very willing to let it go. And I'm going to say something else that honestly I've seen people online share the same sentiment. The Russos had a better handle on T'Challa than Ryan Coogler did.
Oh, facts.
Absolutely. They absolutely had a better handle on T'Challa. And it's painful for me to say that because I like Ryan Coogler. They absolutely, it's like he took T'Challa's personality and split it with Okoye, who has the badass side of T'Challa, the no nonsense side.
Right.
Shuri, who is as smart as T'Challa typically is, like in Black Panther, the one that give you that passing line that he designed his suit. What Shuri did, T'Challa would have been able to come up with, right?
Right.
Then when Nakia kind of had that mystique, that stealthness, that was another part. And Wakanda Forever, the speech that Ramona gives at the United Nations, T'Challa absolutely would have given that same speech and would have done it that same way, would have delivered those soldiers kneeling down and told them, the next time you all do this, it's an act of aggression and it's going to be up. The best interpretation or portrayal of Black Panther is this old animated show. Came on BET like super late at night, which was crazy. But Djimon Hounsou is the voice of T'Challa in that show. Bro, they do, and you can probably find it on YouTube. They make a siege on Wakanda. It's like Juggernaut, Claw, and a bunch of other characters. And T'Challa is so badass on this show. And I remember like leading up to the final episode, like on the final episode, the cold open, it's him talking to Claw, and Claw is threatening to kill his mother. And his mother is like, here's the thing. If you kill me, you only gonna make it worse on yourself. Either way it go, T'Challa is not coming here to negotiate with you. She let him know, no, T'Challa is coming here to kill you. And then the camera goes back on T'Challa. And he was like, motherfucker, you don't know who I am. It goes right back or like right into the thing. So it's such a badass, like that's the T'Challa I know. Right. That's the one I know. And I'm not saying he should just be out here killing everybody and all that kind of stuff. But that badass side that he had when he was chasing Bucky down that freeway, bro.
Oh yeah,
I
should have been up.
I remember the feeling I had when I watched it for the first time. This motherfucker was tearing shit up left and right. Every time he saw Bucky, he had hands for his ass.
It was up.
That's the T'Challa I know. Honestly, the T'Challa I know would have made that fight with Killmonger closer.
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? Like, he took a back seat to Killmonger in that movie. Him and Killmonger were a way more even match, with or without the suits. Like, they've had that same challenge in the books. And in the books, Killmonger did win, but Killmonger had to earn it. And the Black Panther came back and he reclaimed his mantle and the throne. But it's just the way they treat this character, man. From when Chadwick was alive with the one Black Panther movie, and then in his death, it's just unfair. It's unfair, and also Wakanda is less special. I'm gonna be honest; they're dismantling Wakanda too, because now they're saying in the clip for Captain America that adamantium is a stronger metal than Wakanda now. Than vibranium. In Wakanda Forever, a bunch of aquatic Latino people had vibranium too.
Facts.
And built an underwater sun for the motherfucker.
Man, illuminated.
Like, bro, that shit crazy. That shit crazy, man. That shit is crazy. Like, I hope he just trying to downplay everything because he really wants to surprise everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit is fucking crazy. If you can continue to go on without the most, when I say goated, if I were to do a countdown of the black superheroes, the number one is always. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you who the top 5 are right now off the top of my head. Black Panther is number 1. T'Challa is number 1. Storm is number 2. Aurora.
Hey, she was next for me.
Yeah. Spawn is number 3.
Hey, we cooking.
All right. John Stewart, Green Lantern, is number 4. At number 5, but this person is closing in on them. They're closing in on them quick. Honorable mention is Miles Morales. That's how long he's been around. He is the honorable mention.
We cooking.
Static Shock is number 5. And Miles is closing in on Static. Miles is closing in on Static. But those are the 5. T'Challa, Storm, Spawn, John Stewart, Static Shock. With Miles is an honorable mention. When I tell you Miles just ain't got the cachet, we give it a couple years. If that last Spider-Verse movie is a banger,
oh, it's over with.
Miles, yeah, it's over with for Static. Miles got it. Miles got it.
Top 5.
Top 5. That's the top 5 easy black superheroes, and y'all want to kill them off and drag your feet. Y'all they drag your feet on Storm being on screen.
Facts.
Fucking crazy, man. Fucking crazy. All right, I spent way more time on that than I intended to. But we're gonna move on, man. This is all right.
Had to be said.
Had to. Fantastic Four First Steps trailer dropped. And honestly, bro, I'm gonna let you start here, man. What did you think of it?
I mean, it's a teaser trailer, right? So it's like,
right,
you ain't really got shit popping off of it anyway. Visually, obviously, it looks good. I'm not a fan of the character design of the thing. Hopefully, they explain this shit. If not, yeah, that's gonna be a thumbs down for me. But you know, Pedro Pascal, you know, I like his projects, man. He's a good actor. What's her name? Vanessa Kirby or whatever, playing Sue Storm. Not as up to date with her. You know, I saw her in Hobbs and Shaw playing Deckard Shaw's sister. Yeah. That's the first time I saw her. So I don't know her body of work like that. Hopefully she puts on a good performance. You know, I know everybody obviously gonna be comparing it to Jessica Alba the whole time. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, man. And I mean, honestly, like I gotta look up the actor playing Johnny because
you know him?
Chris Evans. Who that?
Stranger Things.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember the character name, but the one with the guitar. He had the badass scene with the guitar. He was, you know him.
I got you. I got you.
What's the other movie? Shit, he was just in it. A Quiet Place Day 1.
I got
you. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Yeah, he gonna be cool, man. Yeah. Do you know who's playing Ben Graham?
I couldn't get
the snippets
of his face. I have.
He's cousin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
decent lineup. Decent lineup for sure.
So it's a decent lineup. And I agree with that. Pedro, let me just say about him. He was instantly believable. In that little bit I saw where he was talking about having dinner together and all that, and when he was talking to Sue, I'm not worried about him at all. Not worried about him at all. So I'm of a different mind frame when it comes to this. This made me very positive in the direction that Marvel is headed in. Because this trailer has something that has been missing from Marvel projects since Black Panther, honestly. The sense of wonderment. There is a lot of wonderment in here. I remember with Black Panther, it just had this majestic feel to it. And I just talked a little about Black Panther, so I'll take another one. There was this sense of discovery with the first Thor movie, which people kind of rag on or whatever, but the first Thor movie was solid. There was this underdog story that made its way over Captain America: The First Avenger. And that's why in that movie, when you watch that and then watch Captain America: The Winter Soldier immediately after, it makes the First Avenger a better movie. Honestly. And so you get that. I got that sense of wonderment from this film. And I got it a little bit with the Superman trailer, which we saw like late last year or maybe early this year. And I enjoyed it. The reveal of Galactus.
Hey, I was in the back like, ah.
Right. I love that. And it's so they're going to be an alternate timeline. And some kind of way they are going to be our prime Fantastic Four during Secret Wars and all that kind of stuff. And in that way, it really reminds me of the first Avengers because they're going to be a fish out of water when it comes to their second movie. They're going to be in a whole different timeline. I'm assuming by the end of all this stuff. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Like I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with these classic characters that everybody mostly loves. But yeah, I trust the casting. I don't know a lot about the character of the actress who plays Sue Storm. I don't. I can't even really remember her, Hobbs or Shaw. But from what I saw, she was believable. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this movie. This is the first. Now I'm not gonna say the first Marvel project in a while because I'm looking forward to Daredevil as well. Have you seen that trailer?
Oh yeah,
boy.
Oh yeah,
boy, we cooking. You talking about cooking? We back. When it comes to that Daredevil trailer, we back. We back in the building. Netflix, they was like, look, have you heard the story about that?
As like far as, I don't think I have.
They had a whole different show, had a different look and feel and everything. This is back when they were doing silly shit, like having him being She-Hulk and all that stuff. Kevin Feige looked at the footage and looked at the script, and he said, we're not doing this. Scrapped it. And he told everybody basically, go back and look at that Netflix show from beginning to end and give me something else.
Right.
And they did it. Like this show was supposed to be out, I think, last year. They were like, nah, we scrapping it. We're not doing it. They would have lost. Back. They would have lost everybody if they did some bullshit with that. Everybody. But yeah, Marvel may be back. And I love how Dr. Doom is not hinted at, mentioned, or anything because we know who that actor is. And I'm interested to see how they tie in together. It's gonna be good.
Okay. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. This one right here, this one's hit me in a soft spot right here. Man. Well, let me tell you something, boy. Let me tell you something. As a kid growing up, I really like this little show called Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Preach.
Sarah Michelle Gellar ain't even a vampire slayer that I'm mostly attracted to on this show. It was Faith, played by Eliza Dushku.
Right.
That was my
man.
She was the one for me. Crazy ass. She was crazy as a fucking roll, Elizabeth. Boy, that was my baby right there. That show.
That part.
I really enjoyed, and I even look back at it not that long ago. Went through the first season. Meant to go back and binge the rest. Hulu is ordering the pilot for this show. They want to test it out and see what they got going. The director, her name is Zoe. Can't remember her last name, but she's the director of the Eternals. She's a
Right.
capable director. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, she won an Oscar, I believe. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
can't remember what movie though, but yeah, she won an Oscar. And then you have the writers from Russian Doll, which is a very cool Groundhog Day type TV show on Netflix that everybody at least needs to check out the first season.
Right.
So Josh Whedon is not going to be a part of this. You know, he got allegations. He out. It's going to be interesting to see what they come up with. But Sarah Michelle Gellar has said, I'm coming back. I'm going to do the pilot, and we're going to see where it goes. And Hulu is ordering this, which is also really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know they can kind of push boundaries that regular TV can't push. I'm just glad it's not coming back to the CW because God,
Cancel.
right. Last time I heard, they were entertaining the black Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It looks like they're not going that route, but I'm assuming that we're likely gonna see a black Vampire Slayer in this show or whatever. But anyways, man, what do you think of this news?
It's big time, man. I mean, like you said, bro, just growing up, my sister was the one who, used to watch Buffy and stuff. And I was like, man, I'm not watching that. And then I actually like sat down in the back of the room while she was watching the episode. And I was like, yo, this shit is cold, man. Like,
She
I
cold as a
gotta,
motherfucker.
I gotta tap in, bro. And since then I was hooked, man. So, I'm excited, man. I mean, shit, you just dropped the bomb on me by even letting me know it's coming back, man. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I'm gonna be tuned in for sure, man. This is going to hitting the nostalgia for me, man. Just right,
exactly.
damn, right in the ribs. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm locked in now, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. My assumption, you know, it has to go through the pilot process before they decide to pick it up. We might see it in 2026. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I hope this comes back and uh kind of give us those good feels back.
Right.
All right, so let's talk about the Grammys a little bit, man. First of all, Beyonce is stunning. It's just y'all see the picture. Y'all see it. Beyonce
She
is
did her
stunning.
thing, man.
Yeah, she did. Uh, I love that the Country Music Awards shut her out completely, like didn't nominate her, and also nominated Shabuzi, but he didn't win anything. He had the biggest country song of the year.
Easy.
Only for them to turn around and Beyonce gets the highest award in that field for country music. When I tell you, those that believe the South will rise again, boy, they can't let this go. Mad as a motherfucker. They are heated, absolutely disgusted. This black woman who dared to come into their side of town came in, set up shop, outdid everything that they could do, and left with the
Right.
biggest prize that you could possibly get for the work that she does. Shout out to Beyonce for not only winning the country music album of the year, she won album of the year, period. Which honestly to me, Renaissance Part One is better than Cowboy Carter, but it don't matter. A win is a win. A win is a win.
A win
What
is a
were
win.
your thoughts? Right. What was your thoughts on this, man?
Oh man, yeah. Shout out to B, man. And you can just tell, like, if somebody know they about to walk away with some shit, man, they kind of know, man. She was like thoroughly surprised. And that just made it that much sweeter, bro. Like you said, she pretty much she came into town on a horse with the hat cocked down, piece of straw hanging out her mouth, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? She came, kicked the saloon doors open, put her bread down on the bar, got the drink from the bartender, drunk her shit, looked around, and left, dog. I love to see it, bro. Like, you know, like you said, Shabuzi not winning, it is what it is, man. We knew that probably wasn't gonna happen, but seeing the redemption story of this album, and like you said, it definitely not even her best album, but the fact that everybody else did it justice because they knew what should have happened prior, it was nice to see. And I ain't even gonna say that because I ain't about to have people coming for me. But yeah, hey, shout out to you, B. You know, congratulations, man. I gave her a standing ovation for that. So let them be mad, dog. Let them be mad.
Shabuzi also gets a Grammy because he is on the album.
Exactly.
Sweet revenge, man. Sweet revenge.
Redemption.
You love to see it. But that ain't the main event, man, of the Grammys.
Nah, we know what time it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we call what you see on the screen a clean sweep.
Man.
5 nominations, 5 awards. He got them. Boy, let me tell you something.
That's a royal flush.
It's one thing for somebody to call you a pedophile verbally. It's something else when it's made into a song. And then it's something else when it's made into a hit song that's certified. But when they win 5 Grammys for it on the same night, that's the only thing that he won for.
Facts.
Oh my God, man. Music video, best rap music video, best rap performance. What's the other one? I think best rap song.
Yep.
Then he got record and song of the year, which record and song of the year, you don't necessarily win both of those together.
Right.
I told my wife, man, I looked at her straight in the face. I said, if the allegations are not true, and you call me dead, now, and the allegations wouldn't be true. I'm just letting it be. No, like, and you call me dead, it ain't no going to court and trying to sort it out that way. Kendrick Lamar, drop your location, bro. I don't care where you be. I'm about to fight your ass. And that was, to me, Drake didn't act enough of a fool for the allegations thrown at him. And that's why we at where we at right now.
Talk to him.
If he really was on that, honestly, his reaction to this proves that the name of the song is true. He ain't. Trying to go to court to fight this goddamn song, man. Listen, man, I don't think. Let me just talk to you. I don't think people know the seriousness of this shit. Every time he walked up to the podium, everybody in the damn place sung shit.
Hey.
Drake historically has talked about the Academy, how he really don't fuck with it like that. And the Grammys, and not to say that the song don't deserve it, but they had to smile a little bit when they all looked around their voting circle and they said, hey, this boy about to win 5 of these things for the same song for the motherfucker that we do not like.
Right.
That's tough. And it's not over.
Nah.
It's not over. Because next week there's a game of pretty
Super Bowl weekend, baby.
Pretty sizable game that's gonna be broadcasting a whole lot of listeners. And you know they're gonna release a clip on YouTube when it's over.
Right.
And I guarantee you that the end of his set is gonna be that song. And everybody is gonna be singing it. Is this the best diss song of all time? No.
Nah, hell no.
But it's the GOAT.
It's hard to argue.
And I don't even have to argue. I don't have to argue or make you understand it. All you gotta do is sit back and listen. Listen to it, then look at the accomplishments and the implications of what it did. When we done with this, when it's all said and done, and we gotta have a countdown of the top 50 diss songs of all time, that one right there gonna be the GOAT. What are your thoughts on it, bro?
Hey man, I was crying laughing every time he went up on that stage, bro. Like
it just kept getting worse.
It just kept getting worse, bro. And I knew it was worse when Taylor Swift ass was dancing to it, dog. I was like, it's over with, bro. There's nothing you can do anymore. There's
now
nothing,
the Swifties
bro.
don't even fuck with Drake now. It's over.
Yes, exactly, bro. And like you said, the immediate backlash wasn't enough. Like, if this really wasn't true, and it's still up for debate, but you're not finna get away with talking to me like that, bro.
You're not. You gotta run.
Exactly, dog. Like, and like you said, the fact that he ran the court, bro, like that let me know something. Like you trying to get some shit legally handled to where he's still gonna do it, bro. He is savage, dog. So yes, I can't wait for the Super Bowl, man. I think it's gonna be phenomenal.
That's the finisher. The Super Bowl is the finisher. After that, we can move on.
Facts.
But this is where we've been going on a long time, man, with this song in rotation. And it was awarded on music,
bro.
It was awarded on music's biggest night, man. In a place where they really don't fuck with you like that, bro. I tell you what, man. Kendrick Lamar ain't never got to worry about beef again.
Nah, it's over.
Ain't nobody gonna do it. Even 50 Cent said, look, shit, I hope I don't never cross this. I hope I don't do it. That man right there was obsessed with destroying Drake. He did it. He did.
Oh yeah, I knew it was over with, man. When he dropped like
he
dropped the song, like back to back. Bro. I was like, yeah, just give it up.
Here's the funny part that people don't think about. Drake did that to Meek Mill. He did the same thing to Meek Mill. He dropped 2 consecutive songs.
Right.
That man, like, you had to quit. And over time, I gave J. Cole a hard time for bowing out. I understand. J. Cole knew that nigga was crazy. J. Cole knew it. He knew it. J. Cole knew he was nuts. And he was like, I ain't even about to do that, man. That ain't even me. I'm not here for that. That's not what I do.
And it's like Drake should have knew from the last time he got into this shit with Pusha T. Like, you was crying and shit about the shit Pusha T was saying, and you get right back in this shit, bro. Like, you're not built for that, though.
This is about to be a good segue to the end. Drake let LeBron James talk him out of releasing a song that allegedly would have finished Pusha T out.
Mm-hmm.
And LeBron's wife danced to this song on her birthday, I believe. LeBron has been filmed rapping this song and other Kendrick Lamar songs since Kendrick has done away with Drake. I just want that to be known. And why is that such a good segue? Well, today we're doing a segment called Unapologetically Off-Topic. And on Unapologetically Off-Topic, we step outside of the realm of movies and TV shows, and we just talk about stuff that just crazy came across our desk, and it kind of crosses over and has to be talked about. So with that being said, and you see it on the screen, Luka is on the Lakers. So when crazy events happen, you always remember where you were, right?
Yep.
R.I.P. to the mama. I was sitting down having breakfast with my family. One of my good friends sent it to the group chat. I looked it up and confirmed it, and that was tough. It was a tough day. Just when you see certain things, like you just really remember. I remember being at the barbershop with Ed, our friend,
right,
cutting my hair when LeBron made the decision. This is exactly where I was. We watched it, and we got the talking shit. Barbershop talk was at an all-time high. I think I stayed over another hour to sit up and get my thoughts out. So you remember, I'm gonna tell you how I found out about Luka going to the Lakers. Boy, I was knocked the fuck out.
Yep.
Sleep. Woke up. My homeboy, shout out to Eric, texts me, and he said, I told you the Mavericks was gonna trade Luka. He said Luka for AD, right? In my mind, still half sleep, I thought Luka and AD on the same team. That's just how my mind computed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get on Bleacher Report and I'm reading this with my eyes still like barely open. It doesn't register to me until 2 articles later that Luka is on the Lakers. That's how long it took me to even get to that part. I thought AD had got traded to Dallas, and Luka and AD were gonna be playing together. And I was like, yo, that changes the Mavericks. No, motherfucker. No. AD is the only person. AD is the only person who went to Dallas. I'm going to ask you where you were and how you found out. But Bomani Jones' story is so funny. He said he woke up. Shout out to Bomani Jones. He woke up. His show producer said, I'm sorry that we're not going on air today. We would, it would just be great to talk about the trade for Luka for AD. And Bomani's first thought was, who the fuck is AD? Because in his mind, it was no way that it was Anthony Davis. He said, I disassociated from Anthony Davis in that moment and was trying to figure out who this AD player was. Bro, where were you? Where were you and how did this come across?
Oh, man. Hey, quick RIP to Bean, man.
Yeah.
I was actually driving back to Jackson from Houston. My granny had passed that week, and we just had a funeral that Saturday. So Sunday, I was driving back to Jackson. Houston to Jackson about 6 hours. So I got like the first 4 hours down, and that's when it started popping up everywhere. I drove those last 2 hours in silence, bro. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So RIP to Bean. For this, bro, me and my bro was on CFB 25. Shout out my boy Slim. Because he's a Laker fan. And yeah, I'm a Mavericks fan. Of course. So we had just finished beating the shit out of somebody. We play Ultimate Team, so we was beating the shit out of somebody. And it comes across the phone. There's a tweet from Shams. So somebody had commented under there and was like, nah, Shams got hacked. So I was like, all right, I'm cool with it. He got hacked, I'm cool, bro. So we get back to playing the game, dog. And then Sports Center leaks the same tweet. And I was like, all right, Sports Center said it, but it's still the Shams tweet. So if he got hacked, I don't care. Right. Let's get back to playing. And then my nigga, like, this is when I knew it was official. When Bleacher Report dropped the same shit. And I was like,
Bleacher Report thing. It's over with.
I was like, hold up. What? I got off the game. I went to go lay down. My lady is a Laker fan. I went in there and I'm like, what the fuck did we just do? And she was like, what are you talking about? I was like, you didn't see the trade? I was hot, man. I love AD, bro. We just traded away our future for a temporary right now, man.
And so I'm going. This is why I really wanted to have this conversation. First of all, I didn't know you were a Laker fan, so this is perfect. Did y'all trade away the future, or did you secure it?
Oh no, I'm the Mavs fan here.
Oh, you're the Mavs fan. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I'm hurt.
See, okay, yeah. Oh no, it's painful. Yeah,
I'm hurt.
It's real painful. It's real painful, man. And you like AD, and it's still painful.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's tough. I'm really sorry for you. God damn. All right, let's unpack this a little bit, man. And now you know it. Shout out to the Unapologetic Football Show. We come on Wednesdays on that show. I said on that show many times, I hate watching basketball. I absolutely do. But talking about it is fun.
Right.
Bro, I had to take some days to put this into perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Luka is the future of the Lakers franchise, period. They're not going to let him go. They're going to throw all the money they can at him, especially considering that he just missed out on 110 million plus because he was eligible for the super duper max, which would have given him $350 million.
Yep.
Because the Mavericks drafted him. I want to take this from two sides. I want to talk about the Lakers side of it first. They say that they are not going to move LeBron James, and he hasn't indicated that he wants to move. However, apparently, the Warriors have called the Lakers about it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm LeBron, who didn't know about this trade, apparently.
Nope.
I'm out. Let me go. This man, this is the first time a franchise has prepared for LeBron to leave while he was still there. And for that, I can say a lot about the Lakers organization, but I'm going to give him credit on that shit. I'm going to give him credit on that one. That was a brilliant move by them. The other thing that's funny is nobody knew that Luka was up for a trade. The Mavericks called the Lakers to do it. Probably told Jeannie Buss, hey, we'll give you Luka for AD straight up. You can see it like some bullshit if you want to, or whatever. Or if you want some bullshit, we'll give it to you. But
shout out Max Christie.
Bro, I know Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss couldn't believe this shit when they heard it on the phone. Somebody on Twitter tried to do the shit on NBA 2K and it rejected the trade.
Got declined.
It was like, what the fuck? Even 2K said this shit was crazy. Bruh, they secured the future. But when I tell you, this is why LeBron needs to leave.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one basketball. Luka is more ball dominant than LeBron James ever could wish to be. And LeBron James is definitely ball dominant. Luka is useless without the ball in his hand. And he a point guard, which means by default he getting that motherfucker first. LeBron need to leave. Yep. He need to go on request. Him and Brunny.
Get up out of package deal.
Yep. Get a package deal. Send both of their ass on, man. They gotta go. They gotta go. They can't. LeBron, I want to see it. And we got 2 more days until the deadline is up. So we're going to see if it's going to hold. If this holds, I don't believe the Lakers even are worried about winning the championship. They're worried about securing the future, and they did that. Yeah. For them, it is a great trade. Now I'm going to allow you, the Mavericks fan, because I just discovered this, to tell me what's wrong with it on the Dallas side. Go ahead.
Fuck, man. There's so many things wrong with this, man. For one, we just seen this man, and people stepped up when they needed to in the playoffs, right? We just seen this man backpack the team to the finals, and to the Western Conference Finals before that. The year the Warriors won, we played them in the Western Conference Finals. We seen this man do that twice now, like you said, at 25. The trade makes sense for one reason, and that's rim protection. We made acquisitions this offseason to kind of hide Luka on defense, or his lack thereof.
Yeah,
right? We got Najee Marshall. We brought Clay in. You know what I'm saying? We re-signed PJ Washington. We brought everybody back. We had what we needed on the perimeter. We didn't really have a rim protector. But I don't care. Like we tanked ourselves to a situation now that if we don't win now, the shit's getting blown up.
Yeah, got a 3-year window.
Kyrie is in his 30s. Yeah. AD is in his 30s.
And fragile. Well,
exactly.
Not fragile, but
Mr. Glass, bro. Mr. Glass. And the thing that pissed me off the most, like you said, nobody knew about this. Mark Cuban didn't even know about this shit.
That's great. The minor, even though he's a minority owner now, that's crazy that he didn't know.
He said he would trade his wife before he traded Luka. That's when I knew how serious he was. The thing that pissed me off the most was the bullshit explanation that the GM tried to give as to why we traded Luka.
That's what I want to unpack. Go ahead.
Because of his quote-unquote injuries and his conditioning. Are we not getting the same shit from AD? Now, when his motor is on, it's on. But this is the same player who sometimes can look like top 5 and give you 40 and 20. And then he'll fuck around and turn around and give you 17 and 5.
I refuse to bet on him. When it comes to prize picks, I refuse to put anything on AD performance. I refuse to do it.
You can't. And that's the shit that kills me. Like he's 25, bro. He's still young. We have time to work on conditioning. You can't
mentality, all of it.
Exactly. You can't make Anthony Davis younger. He's 32 years old, bro. Like, you can't reverse father time. So, like you said, we pretty much shrunk ourselves to a 3-year window to where we have to win now, or this may go down as one of the worst trades in NBA history.
I've never seen a trade that could be one of the worst for one team, one of the best for another. That shit crazy. Think about if Luka winning some championships, man. Because one thing the NBA gonna do, they're gonna take care of LA. They're gonna take care of it.
Facts.
And having him be somebody said it best. Brian Windhorst. He said everybody needs to prepare for the fact that LeBron is not the man anymore now. Luka and the way they treated the acquisition of Luka lets you know who team it is.
Right.
LeBron is all it, but and this puts JJ Redick in a very precarious position because it's his friendship and loyalty to LeBron over what common sense dictates. Right. And I want to see what he does. But I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to be able to play together. They about as bad of a fit as Russell Westbrook when he was there. They're not going to be able to play together.
Right.
And here's the thing. Luka is vocal. Luka will go with LeBron if he feel like LeBron done did some bullshit. And LeBron is probably going to respond in kind and go with him because we know Luka be doing some bullshit. This makes me want to watch the NBA now. At least the Lakers.
That's why it happened. Had to get them ratings back
they
up.
Had to resume. Also, any thoughts on KD possibly reuniting with the Golden State Warriors?
I was just about to say, that is the one thing that kind of gives me hope, even if it is a 3-year window.
Yeah.
I saw something today that said us and the Rockets could potentially make a 3-man trade to bring KD to Dallas.
If KD go to Dallas, y'all win the championship. I say now. If KD get to Dallas, him, Kyrie, and AD, but you all have a good enough supporting cast, y'all can win the championship. There also is a rumor out there that it could be Jimmy Butler that goes to you all. And he pouts so goddamn much lately, though. That's
man.
He doesn't start, man. Like, when did he become and as a Bulls fan, Jimmy Butler, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
What are you, everywhere you go? Really? And I'm gonna pay side on this. I'm gonna pay Riley side on this shit.
Facts.
Nah, man, you not out here like I had LeBron James. I coached Shaq and D Wade. You not them, so I'm not about to. And he didn't even pay them. He didn't pay them.
Right.
He definitely not about to pay Jimmy. But yeah, man, it's if KD goes back to the Warriors, they are a viable threat yet again.
Right.
Because I always thought even without Clay, that team can win the championship with those two. And I think that again, and KD played his, and he knows he's tried to kind of get away from that. He played his best basketball when he was playing alongside Steph Curry. And it's not because Steph was the leader of the team or nothing like that. The Warriors allowed KD to just focus on basketball.
Facts.
And his place in it.
Just hoop. Because we know this Steph team.
Yep. That's it. And I think he misses that. He misses, guys that will play defense along with him because he's so long, Pauls, that naturally he's a defensive force. He doesn't even have to really try.
That was the best defensive years of his career in Golden State.
Exactly, man. That honestly, to this day, I say that's the best team I ever saw. I would love to see them play together again. Yeah, I would love to see them play together. All right. So I know you didn't watch these, but I've been talking to you a little bit about wrestling, right? Royal Rumble was this past weekend. Pure spectacle. Well done event by WWE. Charlotte Flair won the Women's Royal Rumble. DIY, which is a tag team you probably don't know about. They beat the Motor City Machine Guns. I think that's the name. Yeah, Motor City Machine Guns. Beat them for best 2 out of 3 falls match to retain the tag titles. Okay. Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes had a spectacular ladder match against each other with a devastating ending. I've never seen somebody drop straight through a ladder the way Kevin Owens was in order for Cody Rhodes to go on and win. And finally, the picture you see here is Jey Uso. Winning the Royal Rumble, and he's going on to WrestleMania. More likely to face Gunther, who is the World Heavyweight Champion, who is like this. I think Gunther is German. Yeah. He's just German badass. Like, this dude is just hard as hell to beat. And Jey has already tried, and now the story that they got here is that he's basically the white whale for Jey. That's a story like he can't beat this guy because Gunther is so technically sound and savvy in the ring. He's just hard to beat. Last year at WrestleMania, they did a similar story with Sami Zayn and Gunther, and Sami Zayn figured out how to beat Gunther and became the Intercontinental Champion. And we're kind of revisiting that with Gunther and Jey Uso. And honestly, man, wrestling has been really fun to watch for about I say really the last 5 years has been really interesting. And Jey Uso is a byproduct of the main reason why wrestling has been really fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And that main reason and why you should come back to wrestling, these three guys right here. Most notably, that guy on the bottom right left, who is none other than Roman Reigns, the tribal chief and the head of the table. Right now, I'm going to tell you why you should come back to wrestling. That guy. Go back. I'm pretty sure there are playlists on Peacock where the WWE Network is. I know there's a playlist on YouTube that goes over the entire Tribal Chief story. It is a 4-year saga. Involves maybe 30 matches or so, and even more segments, kind of detailing how we got here. But the gist of it is that guy at the bottom of your screen, Roman Reigns, held the title for 4 years straight. And it was never really boring. Like, people on the internet are trying to tell you that shit was boring. That shit was never boring. It was captivating. It was theater. Jey Uso and his twin brother Jimmy served on the bloodline as the right hand and left hand men of Roman Reigns. Their younger brother Solo Sikoa also served on the bloodline, kind of as the enforcer and the hitter. It is just a captivating story. Then Sami Zayn got involved, who is not Samoan, but they let him in because he just really proved his worth to them. And then there's so many layers to it. Roman has a big issue with betrayal. And when he's eventually betrayed by different members of his family, at least in his mind, even though he's wrong because he's the heel in this story, it adds another layer to the story, man. It's just good storytelling. And the source of his betrayal is that guy on the top right, Seth Rollins. When Roman and Seth Rollins were teammates, Seth turned on him, hit him in the back with a chair. Later on that year in WrestleMania, or was it the next year in WrestleMania, when Roman was in the biggest match of his life against Brock Lesnar, who was a fucking certified beast at the time, that guy in the top right, Seth Rollins, cashed in the Money in the Bank contract, which allowed him to get a title shot right then and there, interfered in the match, and walked out of WrestleMania and stole Roman Reigns' moment. And for years, because that was WrestleMania 31, we're coming up on WrestleMania 41. For 10 years, this story has been going.
Some Avengers level shit.
These two still haven't run the fade back, Roman and Rollins. They haven't run a proper fade at WrestleMania in particular. I got a strong feeling that it's going to come up, but it's probably going to involve that last guy in the pink on the bottom left. CM Punk has returned to wrestling, to WWE rather, to WWE after, I think he returned over a year ago after a 7-year hiatus from WWE. He's back. He and Seth don't like each other because Seth felt betrayed by how CM Punk talked about the WWE when he left. And that real world beef has crossed over into the ring. And it's about Seth's obsession with both of them because CM Punk and Roman Reigns actually teamed up and fought Roman Reigns' former or new iteration of his former bloodline, not some months back. So now Seth is like, I can't believe everybody is helping out Roman, who's a face now. He can't fucking believe it. So he has beef with both of them. This picture is right before Seth Rollins on the top right jumped in the air with both of his feet and jumped on Roman Reigns' head. Like a Mario brother. And took his ass out. Let me tell you something, man. I know I said a lot. Trust me when I say catching up on this story is well worth it. But even outside of this story, man, it's a lot of talent in that ring. It's a lot to like about WWE right now. It really is. And it's always WrestleMania season that they get a lot of new fans. They get a lot of returning fans who are just interested to see what's going on because everybody recognizes WrestleMania. Right. And this one last year was the 40th one. Very special. Involved The Rock, involved Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, who I talked about earlier. Everybody was involved in this huge story, and it did turn into an Avengers level thing because a lot of people who Roman wronged on his way to the top came back to help Cody Rhodes win. Very cool Avengers-like moment there. What they're getting ready to do, honestly, wrestling fans who have been sticking with this, we don't know where the hell they're going, but we know that we're locked in and captivated by it because they've done such an excellent job on the back of that man on the bottom right of building all this up. I absolutely think that now is the time to come back to wrestling and really get back into it. That's my plea. Honestly, to a degree, I've made this plea directly to you. But anybody who views this, trust me, come back to wrestling. We got some good shit going on here. And then there's AEW, who is not as great as when they first started, but they're an interesting alternative. I say you check them out. Check out TNA. Whenever you can find where the fuck they're on it, man. Check out wrestling. Wrestling is pretty fun. The landscape of wrestling is awesome. And when WWE is good, it usually permeates and other places become good. But man, I'm telling you, I'm enjoying the ride right now. I know I said a ton. My friend, can I get you to watch WrestleMania with your boy and we talk about this shit, man?
Definitely, man. Definitely. You know, like you said, that is the season when OG fans come back. You know, I grew up on it heavy, man. Like, you know, mid to late 90s, bro. That was my era. So, you know, it was phenomenal back then. You know, Vince crazy ass running shit. You know, we ain't even gonna touch on that.
He part of why it's better again because somebody else had to take over. Triple H had to take over. Triple H has done a wonderful job with the organization. Now he can do better with how he do black people. I'm gonna be honest, but Vince also way better. Yeah, I know. Oh my god, but yeah, man, yeah, like it's really worth looking at, man. I put my step on that one. Yeah, it's definitely worth getting back into.
Definitely.
All right, man. So, with all that being said, let's go back to the big screen, I suppose. And man, we've come to the end of our show, bro. I ran a little long with that T'Challa thing. I didn't realize I was that goddamn passionate about it. We can do a whole different episode on that. But still, man, look. The reception on the first episode has been good. We're gonna keep going, keep doing our thing. Next week, we're gonna have some more movie reviews. We got that planned out. We're gonna talk about Invincible. Season 3. Episodes drop. First 3 episodes, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the first few episodes of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. We're gonna have some movies. I don't want to make any promises right now because we gotta get together and see what those movies are gonna be, but they're definitely gonna be movies that are in the theater. And man, it's gonna be much more to talk about. But from my boy Hoodie C, I'm Jarius, the Unapologetic Geek. This has been another edition of the Unapologetic Opinion, and we are out.
U-GeekTV.